Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today I have an awesome ninja hack that I want to share with you. I've done some videos on this printer. I actually have two of them at the moment. It's a Samsung C480. This one is the 480W, which means that it has Wi-Fi. I have another one and it has a scanner, so it has a letter more or two. But that's not what it's going to be about today, because this is a cheap color laser jet, and inside it, let's just open here, we see all the cartridges with all the colors in here. You see the yellow here and the magenta and the sarna, I can't say that, and the black one, the K. So each of these, they have a little digital thing here that goes up to some contacts here. That's yeah, it tells it when it's about empty or if it gets too old. I don't think they get too old, but yeah, they do some electronics thing. Behind these, let's take these out. So take the yellow one out, the magenta, cyan, what does, and K for black, and that could just have been a blee. There is the imaging roll in here, which also has a lifespan on it, and after some 1,000 prints this has to be replaced as well. And it shows up the way that the printer just don't want to print anymore. It just says that the image units needs to be replaced and it doesn't print anymore, so you need to replace this and put in a new one. And I am very cheap when it comes to stuff like this. So I didn't want to do that, so I thought I can fix this. It's just to tell it to not do that. So yeah, I figured it out, so I'm gonna share that with you. So let's have it out first. Over here, this is actually a cartridge for extra toner. So any leftover toners will go into this cartridge. I have emptied it out today, but this plastic container will fill up with toner, and you will also get an error if this fills up too much and it needs to, you can actually just put it upside down and everything will come out. I'm not going to do that in here, even if I just emptied it. So to get this out, there's a handle here, and I think I'll actually turn the printer off, because that might not be a bad idea. So it's a bit rough to get out. It's in there really good. Oh, that was actually pretty much easier than I was expecting. So this is the imaging transfer unit, and what it does, it transfers the image. But if we look at it, it has a big wheel here, and if we pull it one way, it becomes if we pull it this way, if we pull it this way, it will become very dirty up here. Now I've just fixed it so it doesn't become that dirty, but if you do it that way, it will pick up a lot of old toner and it will muck up this. The idea is that it moves this way and it clears off all the extra toner and you get a nice clean surface. This is actually a cartridge, so this unit back here will fill up with leftover toners. And I expect that is why this unit has to be replaced from time to time, because this fills up, and when it can't take anymore, well, you need to replace it, because that's how they've done it. Apparently all of the extra toner does not end up in this box, but it ends up in this box as well. So I thought that's probably the issue. I'll empty this out and it will be good again. So I did that. I did that by you can see I have put a piece of tape over here, but I drilled a little hole with my drill here, I think 5-6 millimeters hole, and the toner came out of there. But to get all of the toner out of there, I drilled a hole on the other side as well, and then the toner just came flying out of here. And I have to warn you, that's a big mess. You need to do that somewhere safe with a vacuum cleaner. I did not, so I'll share that experience with you. Don't do that. And yeah, you get toner everywhere, and it's the finest powder you will ever imagine, and it's a blotchy mess. But drill the hole here, drilled a hole here, pulled the toner out. I was even able to blow some air in there and get some extra toner out. And I thought that would be the end of it, and I could put it in and it would work just fine. So yeah, I actually still have the drill sitting around here, so I made sure to find a good sharp drill bit. That was more important than what size it was. So yeah, I don't know, is that 5-6 millimeters? I would expect. Can we cheat? It doesn't matter. It's 6.5 millimeters. Doesn't matter. But I got this imaging transfer module unit emptied out, and after that it was a blotchy mess. So I've been drying off all the extra stuff with a cloth here. Just be careful not to touch the roll here. Don't want to mess with that at all. Don't touch it. So with that done and the tape put on, and what I've used is just some white electric tape like this. This is a rather good brand, German Wurst electric tape brand, but any good tape I guess will do it. So I put the unit back inside of the printer here. It doesn't want to go. There, it's in. And I thought everything was good to go. I put all the cartridges in, and yeah, the error had not disappeared. It still wanted a new imaging transfer roll-y thing. So yeah, that sucked. So I looked at it, and it has some light emitting thing that lights through it. So I thought, oh, that's it. But at that point I went to the computer and see if anyone else had an idea of what was going on. And I found a video where they had a couple of electric connections here that needed to end up with these two connections here. And when you close it, they would connect here. And there is a simple resistor in here. But this one did not have anything here, so it's just empty. And my thought is that this is a not for sale unit, which means that this is the imaging unit that came with the printer when it was brand new. And at that point they don't need it because it's brand new, so they can just tell the printer that it has a brand new one and it will print some amount of copies. It seems like this has done 3,391 in color and 2,396 in monochrome, so about 6, that's almost 5,800 copies before the imaging unit needs replacing. So on this one it did not have that module here with the resistor in it, and what they did in the video was just to replace the resistor, which was a 56 ohm resistor. So my first thought was that this module had been lost at some point and was not there anymore, and therefore the unit wasn't working. But it turns out that if you put in a new module, what it will do is that it will register that resistor and then it will burn it and destroy it. But doing that, it resets the counter. But I thought, without that module, I could just wrap a resistor around these two connections instead. It doesn't really matter where they're at. So I did that. I found a 56 ohm resistor in my basement. I just happens to have a lot of resistors, no problem there. And I put that in, and I got another error, but it did actually, I have it here. I did something like this. I actually did it upside down. I did it this way. I cannot recommend that. You can see that this resistor has been burned pretty badly, which means that it has been I don't know if it's still a good resistor. It might have been a too good resistor for its purpose. So what I should have done was to put it further up, kind of just the other way, so that it wasn't touching the plastic, because you can see the plastic has gotten some bad things down there. So I put that resistor in, and then it started to smell burnt. So I thought, that's not a good idea. So I hurried up and I took it out. And then the printer worked perfectly. So what happens is, when you get a new one of these, there's a resistor in there, and it burns the resistor the first time you put it in, and then it resets the counter. So that is why this piece of paper here Now it says that the imaging unit information live 100%. So that is pretty cool. So what I will recommend is take the imaging drum out, drill 2 holes, empty out all the extra toner in there, tape it up, put it back in, find a 56 ohm resistor and put it here, and turn the printer on, and when it complains, turn it off, remove the resistor, and it should be good to go. Mine is. And remember to empty this tray from time to time. The blue one, the black one, the red one. I know I'm saying the colors wrong, but yeah. And then just wipe off any nasty stuff. That's just perfect. So we can go into the menu. We can go, there is a system setup, is that it? Yeah. Machine setup. Report, that's it, report. And we can get the configuration. The demo page, let's get that one. And print. Oh, and there is a little tray here that we can push out. It might not look too good. It's the first print you do after you have had all the cartridges and stuff out. Can be a little dodgy. Okay, that was where the camera battery decided to give up. So yeah, I haven't done a ninja fix on that yet. But yeah, it works perfectly well. I'm actually very surprised that it looks this good. So I think that's a pretty awesome fix, ninja trick. A new drum in their imaging unit is like $50 and like $100 if you want an original Samsung one. So just saved myself $100. I would of course recommend to replace it once in a while because they probably do become bad, and the coating on that roll might become, well, bad. But the imaging roll that comes with the printer somehow is able to do way less prints than the next one you buy. I have a suspicion that it can do less, so that you will need one sooner and go and spend another $50. You can see I have some toner as well. It's not as if they're giving this away, so every little ninja trick helps keep your printing prices down. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.